Good morning and welcome to the Saturday morning ritual. Oh, so happy to be here today. I'm so excited. I have an exciting day planned. Hello, everyone. Welcome as we kind of get settled in here for our Saturday morning ritual. Oh my gosh. I want you to start off by letting us know whether you think that weight loss is easy or hard, and what about it makes it easy or hard. And you can write that in your journal. You can write that in the comments, however you want to do that. Let's just get started by sharing what you think. What are your thoughts? Hello and welcome, Sarah and Lori and Misty and everyone else, and the Penny Cat who decided that she must get her fur all over me during the live stream today. So welcome, everyone, and let's get the show on the road. Whoopsie. Ow, come on, cat. Can't do anything with a cat sitting on my lap. Well, that didn't go well. Oh, well. We're just going to skip it for now because that's not, really the most important thing. You are the most important thing, and I want to thank you so much for being here. When I was a kid, Saturday mornings was watching cartoons, waiting until it was time to go run all the fun errands with my mom. And now Saturday mornings look a lot different. Walking the dog, doing my strength training, all of the things, and a time to do my Saturday morning ritual, which is to reflect on the week behind me and look forward to the week ahead of me. Taking that time to just kind of really just be with myself, and hard takes dedication, perseverance, and consistency. Yes, ma'am. But now I do this. My Saturday morning ritual is my weekly assessment and review and getting to talk with all of you. I love doing this because I think community is so important. It doesn't matter where you are in life. Everybody has a community, so it's important. Two heads are better than one, That's why we join together to support each other. But this is a place where you can share your successes and you can share your challenges. We can all learn and grow from one another. It's also, a great way to help keep you accountable and committed towards your goals, to help you feel supported along the way. And you can help, develop and hone your self-awareness and your mindset, because mindset is so critical in all of this. And just overcome any obstacles and challenges that keep you from reaching your. She is going to drive me crazy today. Oh my gosh, she just doesn't take no for an answer. So first, we have a ritual. Well, but the first part of the ritual, before I get to say hello and more greetings to everyone, is we got to warm up. We got to get our bodies moving. We got to do a little bit of brain-body connection, because I think that movement is so important, not just in weight loss, but I think it helps to get those neurons all firing off in your brain. It just does so much. It helps with learning and thought and creativity and intelligence. Anytime that your body is all warmed up and revved up, so is your brain. So that's why I like to do a little bit of some. You've got to stop, Kitty. You're driving me absolutely crazy. Crazy. I'm telling you, you're just too much. You're just too much. Oh my gosh, she is so much. But let's get the body moving. She's going to have to get off my lap because she can't move with us. So let's go. Do whatever you want to do. 1 minute. Here we go. Oh my God.
Come on, let yourself be free. Be the best that you can be. Come move your body. Come move your body. Only settle for the best. Live your life with no regrets. Come move your body. Hey, come move your body. There's no fire without smoke. I ain't letting you go. I can see you buzzing like you can't say no. There's no fire without smoke. I ain't letting you go. Come on, let yourself be free. Be the best that you can be. Come move your body. Come move your body. Only settle for the best. Live your life with no regrets. Come move your body. Hey, come move your body. Come on, let yourself be free. Be the best that you can be. Come move your body. Come move your body. Only settle for the best. Live your life with no regrets. Come move your body. Hey, come move your body.
I don't know if you guys can see this or not, but in the short amount of time that she was on my lap, do you see that fur? Do you see all of that? I'm supposed to go somewhere. Anyway, move our body, get penny fur all over us. So exciting. I love moving my body. It's all about that for me, really. She's driving me nuts. I can't even concentrate because she's on my lap. Your life with 4 dogs, I know. And it's constant, like fur. It's like in my nose now. Oh, so let's talk about successes, not just about my cat and her fur and how insanely crazy it is. What, any scale victories, any non-scale victories, any victories at all that you would like to share with us today? Yeah, you don't like it when I hold you, huh? Any successes that you would like to share with us today? So when we think about our successes, how would you describe if you had a success? And everybody has had a success this week. I want to challenge you that if you think that you didn't have a success, I'm sure that there is one thing that you were successful at. Were you successful at drinking your water? Were you successful at getting your exercise in? Were you successful at what? There's got to be at least one thing. You didn't fail at like everything. You were successful at something. So was your achievement that you made this week, whatever it may be, it might be something awesome like Sarah, who bumped up to 25-pound dumbbells on her bent over rows this week. That's excellent. Yay. Was your achievement, was it unexpected? Was it something that you didn't anticipate or plan for? Was it a milestone? Did your success mark a significant milestone in your journey? Was it a personal victory? Was your achievement deeply meaningful or significant to you personally? Or was it a breakthrough? Did your success represent a breakthrough or overcoming a significant obstacle? Hi, Ron. Welcome. Thanks for being here today. So your achievement this week, was it unexpected, a milestone, personal victory, a breakthrough, or was it, how would you describe it? If it was something else, how would you describe it? I just can't. So I just want to take a minute to remind you that on my website, adventuresofdeanna.com, if you go into the Saturday morning ritual, most weeks, not every week, because this is just a fun hobby of mine and takes up a lot of my time, but there's a journal prompt sheet that you can download. And then while we're doing our little journaling segments, you can, journal on the sheet there. It's got the prompts. If you want to do it at a later time, it's available for you there. So you can just go to adventuresofdeanna.com and download that. And then you'll have this, fun little journal prompts for you. So think about and celebrate in your comments as you're pondering, as you're like, oh yeah, light bulb moment. Share it in the chat. We're going to take a minute. We're just going to take a minute and we're going to think about these things. And then we'll go on to the next thing. So let's journal about our victory. There we go. You.
And we can be so much more than
Marcy's here. Yay. Marcy's here. I can't. I'm so excited. Yay. Welcome to the Saturday Morning Ritual. So we just did our successes. So if you have any successes that you would like to share with the group, go ahead and share them in the chat. Write them down. It is so nice to keep a log of your successes because at any point in time that you're feeling discouraged or doubtful or down, you can go back and look at all the evidence of how truly amazing you are, like truly awesome you are, all of the great things that you have accomplished, all of the things that you have done. Keep a log of those successes because they help you in times of need. So we also, take this time to reflect on our setbacks because unfortunately, sometimes we do have setbacks, little pitfalls, little sand traps that we fall into, and it's not always so fun, but we can always learn from these experiences. Did anybody have any challenging moments? Did you face any unexpected challenges or difficulties this week? Did you maybe threw you off course? Did you find any learning opportunities, like something that provided you with a really valuable lesson or an opportunity for growth? So I have been learning that when I have exciting things going on, when I stick to my guns and I'm like, you can do the fun stuff after you get all of your stuff taken care of. Do you have your steps? Do you have your water? Do you have your everything done for the day? Do you have your plan for tomorrow? Then I get to work on the fun stuff, but I don't get to do it until all of those things are done. I am not mad about that. I'm not, trying to resist that. I'm just saying, okay, that's just the way it needs to be. I kind of forgot for a few weeks that, oh yeah, that's how I live my life now. So that's something that I'm trying to make a habit, make a way of life, make it part of my identity, really. So it's going to take time before that becomes part of my identity, but I forgot for a couple of weeks and I implemented it back and I'm like, oh yes, this feels good. I like this. It's rewarding at the end of the day to get to do my fun activities because I finished all of my responsibilities that I need to do versus playing and then feeling guilty or shameful or something else because I didn't do the thing that I know in my heart is the best thing for me. So anyway, that's my learning opportunity. Did you have any temporary detours? Did you find yourself taking detours or side steps from what your path was intended to be this week? Or did you have any obstacles to overcome? Did you encounter anything, any barriers that hindered your progress? So think about these things and what can we learn from them? That's the most important thing. It's not that we had something get in our way, that we had a challenging moment or a setback or whatever it is. It's that we take stock of it and that we just reflect on it for a minute. We learn from it. We make a plan of what can I do in the future? If we don't know, a lot of the times you're going to know what you need to do. It's within you. But if you don't know, are you going to ask somebody for help? Because there's so many great people. Lose Weight Sarah, oh my God, she's amazing. Ron's Keto Cafe, phenomenal. Your pal Misty, extremely awesome. Like everybody on here today is extremely awesome. Just phenomenal. Perfection. Amazing people. So if you don't know the answer, maybe you can reach out to one of them and they can help you out because they are so just wonderful resources. Wonderful resources. So let me kind of read these comments here because I haven't yet. So walked 4 miles one day. Yay, I am so proud of you. Ooh, my goal is 50 miles for the month. That's a great goal. You're at 30 miles. You're not too bad. Not doing too bad. Had some very challenging customers at work. Oh gosh. Do you have a plan for whenever you're mentally tired? I know that a lot of people really struggle with whenever they're mentally tired. They can no longer make good decisions and choices. They don't follow through with their plans. So I know that it can be a learning experience whenever you're mentally tired. Struggled with getting back to work. Oh God, it's so hard to get back on, you know, everything after vacation. Some things are a lot easier, and I am with you that the work part is the worst part. Sitting for hours felt so boring. Oh my gosh. It's so hard. So difficult. Did I miss anything? Yes. Celebrate each win. That goes a long way with staying motivated. It sure does. It does. It does. It does. So, oh, you guys are sweet. Aw. Did an egg fast and dropped 8. Wow. Ooh. Ooh. I love eggs so much. I don't want to be sick of them. I don't want to be sick of them. So anyway, let's take a second. Let's reflect on what your setbacks were. And I want you to think about, how would you describe it? Did you have any challenging moments, learning opportunities, temporary detours, obstacles to overcome, and what can you learn from it? Let's just take a second because it's my thing. I like journaling. So we're going to take a second.
In your mind, trust that have what it takes inside, 'cause you can make it too. If not says who, yeah, you can make it too. If not says who, you can make it. You had great patience, but something knocked you out. You felt your limitations and filled your mind with doubt. You wanna stay chill right now and don't let your eyes off the prize. I know you want it to be easy, so let your guard down. And I said, see it in your mind, trust that have what it takes inside, 'cause you can make it too. If not says who, yeah, you can make it too. If not says who, you can make it.
Yes, you can. You can definitely make it. You can, you can, you can. I believe in you. I haven't been taking my 15-minute breaks each day at work. I need to get better about getting up and walking for each of those. It can be like habits. Some of them just come and go so easily. You think that you have this like solid plan, solid routine, all worked out, and it's going so great for so long, for weeks and weeks and weeks. And then all of a sudden, it drops off. And that just happens. And it's okay. We don't need to beat ourselves up for it. We just need to be, compassionate with ourselves and understanding, and just think about how do I get back on track? How do I get back on track? Yes, don't forget to like the stream. Excellent. So a walk in the park. It's not always about, strolling through greenery and enjoying nature's beauty, is it? Have you ever used the phrase a walk in the park? I think it sneaked into our language, and it can mean all sorts of things and not necessarily a walk in the park. Let me know. Have you ever used the phrase a walk in the park, and in what context was it that you used that phrase? Because it can mean something different from its literal interpretation. So let's go through some of the ways that people can use this phrase. They can talk about an easy task or an effortless experience. They can be just, it's a walk in the park. It's really easy, simple to do. No big deal. Project at work that turned out, to be simpler than expected. Oh, that presentation, that was a walk in the park. A simple solution or a quick fix. It can just, for instance, it can be someone discussing a technical issue and someone else suggests like an easy workaround that they might respond like, oh, well, that sounds like a walk in the park. About weight loss surgery, it's no walk in the park. No, there you go. That is yes. I've heard that before too. And specifically in relation to weight loss surgery. Beyond just being easy, a walk in the park can also imply that something is smooth, enjoyable, and without any complications. You might hear someone say, compared to last year's event, organizing this year's event was just a walk in the park. And then you can definitely also, mean casual stroll or just a leisurely activity, referring to, it can just mean relaxation and calmness and tranquility. But one of my favorites is sarcasm and irony. A walk in the park can be used sarcastically or ironically to emphasize the difficulty or unpleasantness of a situation. They might, I had this one client at my old job whenever I lived in Florida, and she was demanding and very loud, and dealing with her was a real walk in the park. Let me tell you. Oh man, so glad I don't work at that job anymore because it was a lot. So maybe you've used, I say it mostly about things that I enjoy, not so much about, things I don't enjoy. Have you ever used it for your weight loss? Compared to other diets I've tried, this new program is like a walk in the park. Following this meal plan, it feels like a walk in the park. It's so straightforward. With consistent exercise and healthy eating, losing those first few pounds was a walk in the park. Have you said any of these things? Or close to it? I don't know. I just loved this whole walk in the park theme. Once I found a workout that I really enjoyed, just sticking to it was a walk in the park. And that's so true for me. That is so true for me. Once I found something that I truly loved, it's a walk in the park. It's not a big deal. And I also love walks in the park. So another one, learning proper portion sizes, learning proper portion sizes made managing my weight feel like a walk in the park. And I love this one because you guys, joining this weight loss group has made the journey feel like a walk in the park. We support, I messed it up. We support each other every step of the way. Can I just start over? Joining this weight loss group has made the journey feel like a walk in the park. We support each other every step of the way. There we go. Much better. Just in case I want to cut it out and redo it and put it in a short or something. Thanks to the support of my friends and my family, this journey has been like a walk in the park. I never said that. Which one? Which one didn't you say? Meal prepping has turned cooking into a walk in the park. It saves me so much time and keeps me on track. Finding fun ways to move my body has turned exercising into a walk in the park. Taking a more relaxed approach to weight loss has made it feel like a walk in the park. No more unnecessary pressure. Cutting out sugary snacks was surprisingly easy. It was like a walk in the park. Choosing nutritious foods over processed ones has made eating well feel like a walk in the park. Having my loved ones cheer me on has made weight loss feel like a walk in the park. Incorporating hikes and nature walks into my routine has made staying active feel like a walk in the park, because it literally is. Drinking enough water every day has become a walk in the park. I just carry a water bottle with me wherever I go. Practicing mindful eating has turned meal times into a walk in the park. I just savor every bite that I have. Taking things one step at a time has made the process feel like a walk in the park. Saying no to unhealthy snacks has become a walk in the park. My cravings have diminished. Looking back on my progress, I can definitely say that losing weight has become a walk in the park, and I'm proud of how far I've come. Thinking of weight loss as a walk in the park. We have to be very mindful of what we're saying in our heads, what we're saying out loud, because the more we say it, the more our brains believe it, type thing. And if you keep telling yourself that eating the right things is a walk in the park, that exercise is a walk in the park, that drinking your water is a walk in the park, that it's easy. As you continue to tell yourself this and you say these things out loud, you start to believe them more and more and more. That's just that positive mindset that we all need. But if we're thinking of it negatively all the time, it's not as much fun. If we're always reinforcing how hard it is, how restricting it is, how we can never do things right, it's just helping those beliefs become bigger and more true. So we're trying to change those beliefs. Those beliefs are part of our identity. They're part of who we are. Sometimes we need to change them. We need to be more positive. Framing weight loss as something easy and enjoyable can really, really help with maintaining that positive mindset. It leads to increased motivation and persistence in sticking to healthy habits. So number one, because I told you today that we're going through 8 ways how the benefits, 8 benefits of having a positive walk in the park attitude. So number one is just that positive mindset. The number 2 way benefit is reduced stress. When we think of weight loss as manageable, straightforward, it can alleviate a lot of the stress and anxiety that's associated with the process. Instead of feeling overwhelmed, we can approach our journey with, a little bit more calmness and a lot more confidence. That reduced stress is huge in helping you to lose weight. There's hormones involved and all kinds of things whenever we get into stress. So when we think of things as a walk in the park, as manageable, as easy, find a phrase that really works for you. Try a few out, because there's a lot you can say weight loss is easy, but you might not really want to believe that or something. But if you say a walk in the park, that's not really saying it's easy, but the meaning is a little bit more, you can feel it a little bit differently in your body. There are other ways to say, it's not so bad instead of saying it's hard and it's terrible and it's so much work. It's just so, there's all kinds of ways. Yes, ma'am, it is. Cortisol is a nemesis to weight loss, and any type of stress can just increase it. So if we're thinking we're having a good time and we're having fun and it's play and games and woo, it's just going to be so much easier. Number 3, whenever we have a positive mindset, it increases our adherence, believing that weight loss is achievable and relatively simple. It can just increase our ability to stick to our healthy behaviors. When we perceive the process as effortless, we're just more likely to stick to the rules that we have set in place for ourselves to follow in regards to eating and our exercise routines and et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. So that's number 3, increased adherence. You can do all the right things and still not drop weight. It's hard to lower stress, but it's important. Good foods, exercise, and sleep. Yes, I agree with you. I'm not going to argue with you at all on that. It is hard to lower stress, but it is so darn important to do. Number 4. We're on number 4. I should slow down, right? I with work, I have a very stressful time at work. It's typically from August until the end of the year. And then the last 2 years, we were releasing a new program that I was mainly 98% responsible for. It was all on me. Nobody really cared that the project was going on, it felt like, except for me, but everybody's going to look to me if it didn't get done. Anyway, I had a lot of stress, and things were very difficult because of all of that stress. Now that it's pretty much wrapped up, I can just feel myself getting lighter every day, and just everyday life feels so much more manageable. That stress was huge. And it really, like, whenever you get into that stuff, it's hard to have a positive mindset whenever you're just bombarded with stress and whatever. It's always good to find ways to relieve yourself. And thankfully there was an end to that project because, and I was just so personally invested in it. I had to have it succeed. I had to. And it did. So, yay. Anyway. Oh, I'm so glad you're here too. Thanks for being here, Sarah. So that's my little sidebar on whole stress thing and the stress that I went through. Enhanced enjoyment. Thinking of weight loss as a walk in the park suggests that it can be enjoyable, that it's pleasant. It can help shift healthy eating and exercising, just more enjoyable experiences, leading to greater long-term adherence. How many times have we said something like, oh my God, I can't meal prep. That's just so blah. You're not going to do it if you think it's so blah, are you? Exercise. I know a lot of people had, if you're like me, I had such a negative viewpoint on exercise. I would not do, I liked my walks. I liked walks. And there was, for a long time, I could not call it exercise. No, I'm just going for a walk. It's not exercise. And the Deanna 4 years ago, you would have never seen her pick up weights. Come on. What are you talking about? And to think that that's something that I do regularly in my life now is pick up weights. That's insanity to me. It's kind of crazy, but I love it. I enjoy it. I'm exercising because I started to think of it in a more positive mindset. I gave it the enjoyment that it deserved. I found the fun in it. And now it's, I look forward to it. And I feel so much better once you finally, when you write these things down, write down how your body feels. Write down how your head feels. Do you have better thoughts? Are you more clear in your head? That's really cool. Sometimes there's so many things that are overlooked when we're losing weight that are huge improvements. And it's not always the number on the scale. It's not. It's just, there's so many more benefits to it than just that. Just, oh my God, just enjoying life a little bit more. Do you have that? Are you enjoying life just a little bit more? I know I am. And I'm not at my goal weight. I'm still working on it. I'm still really working on struggling sometimes. But I find it fun. I find the enjoyment in the process. And that's why I haven't given up. That's why I don't, just flat out quit. Because I enjoy it. Improved self efficacy. Number 5, viewing weight loss as manageable and achievable can boost your self-efficacy, which is the belief in one's ability to succeed. Your ability to succeed. Oh man, don't we all need that? Because sometimes we can really seriously doubt ourselves. When we believe that we can accomplish our goals with ease, we're more likely to take proactive steps towards achieving them. When we think of it as manageable and achievable, it's all we have to do is shift the way that we think, shift how we're talking about it. We got to listen to ourselves talk. We got to think about whenever we catch ourselves in those negative feedback loops, when we're saying bad things to ourselves, it's not necessarily true. Can we catch them and say, I really don't think that anymore. That's just a bad habit, is to think that weight loss sucks and it's hard. Or to think that, oh my God, I'm never going to be able to maintain my weight. Or to think I'm never even going to get to goal weight. That's just an old bad habit. It's an old bad habit. I can do anything. Oh, I can do anything. So number 6 is of having a positive mindset. It gives us better problem solving. When we perceive weight loss as a walk in the park, it may lead to more effective problem solving strategies. Instead of just becoming discouraged by obstacles, we can approach challenges with a solution-oriented mindset. And we can look for simple and effective solutions. Have you ever done that to yourself? You just get so discouraged and you're just like, there's no possible way. There's just none. And so, you know what you do? You don't think of any. You don't ask anyone for help. You don't read books to find any information that's going to help you out. You don't try anything new. And you just let it be so. You let it be true. Instead of thinking, there's a way to solve this. There's something that I can do. I can make this a walk in the park. Better problem solving. Focus on the solution. What's the solution? There's always a solution. There's always a solution. Number 7 is increased resilience. Don't we want to be more resilient? Oh my God. Whenever we think of weight loss as easy, it just helps with our resilience in the face of setbacks. I think that weight loss can be easy whenever you're in the flow. When you're in the flow of weight loss and you just have back to back to back wins and everything is just flowing like so easily. Your meal plans are like thrown together, not a big deal. Getting your water in is like so super easy. Getting to bed on time and waking up and doing your exercise. We can go for weeks and weeks where we're not struggling at all, where we're having a perfect time. And things are just awesome. It is easy. And then something happens, I don't know what, but it becomes hard. And we start to struggle, or the weight's not coming off. Maybe we've hit a plateau. Maybe things have changed. Maybe our stress levels increased. There's so many variables and factors that can go into this. And we're thinking, oh man, weight loss is hard, weight loss is hard, weight loss is hard. Instead of being back into that flow and that zone of weight loss is easy, where everything just kind of falls into place and we don't have to work so hard at it. It starts with that thought, this is hard, this sucks. When we change our mind, our positive mindset, and we think that it's easy and I can do this and it's achievable. And everything's just a walk in the park. That increased resilience. So instead of seeing setbacks as like these hurdles that we just can't deal with, if we just look at them as it's a minor bump in the road. It's a minor bump on the road to success. It just helps with our being able to maintain our momentum, keep going, all of those things. So the final thing, number 8, is it enhances our well-being. Thinking of weight loss as a walk in the park, it just helps mentally to just find the joy. It reduces stress and increases our enjoyment. It helps us, have a positive outlook on all of it. And it feels so much happier, so much easier, so satisfying, so just uplifting. It's pretty easy if we let it be, if we let it be easy, if we think it's easy, if we reinforce the fact that we can do this. It's not that difficult to follow some rules, to do some, simple things that are really good for us. It's not that hard to do them. We just make it hard in our head. So as we wrap up our Saturday morning ritual today, take a moment and reflect on all this great stuff we've been talking about today. We've explored the power of positivity, which it's one of my favorite things next to curiosity. I love curiosity and I love positivity, although sometimes I can kind of get into negative loops as well. But anyway, they can have a great impact on our weight wellness journeys, whether it's, we're maintaining our weight or losing weight or wherever we're at in our journey. Having a positive outlook on it is always going to be helpful. It's the key to overcoming all of our obstacles and achieving our goals, really. So take the energy and the motivation and the positivity today and go for a walk in the park. Is it sunny where you are? Is it a nice day to go for a walk? I am going to a Viking festival today. I'm going to pretend to be a Viking. It's going to be fun. I can't wait. So anyway, just get out there and use this positivity to try a new recipe, to practice gratitude and mindfulness, to commit to making that next step that you need to take to get out of your comfort zone, to hit those next goals that you are looking to achieve. But before we go, we have to plan. We have to plan because that's part of it. We think about we think about what happened, in the past. I don't care if it was last week or the last month or whatever. Think about, what happened, and then we're going to take the information that we've learned, that we've talked about, that we've gained, and we're going to think about, okay, moving forward, what can I do? Think about what's coming up for this past week. See, is anything going to be really challenging this week? Anything out of the ordinary? Because whenever things happen that are out of the ordinary, it's kind of, it can freak us out a little, make things a little bit harder. So we want to be planned for those things, planned for the weather, planned for work events, plans for social events, with our family or our friends. Those are things we got to kind of, just be aware of. So I want you to think about in this next week, how can you make weight loss a walk in the park this week? I want you to try and come up with 3 ways that you can make weight loss a walk in the park. So we're going to just journal for a second and then we're going to ponder, we're going to meditate on it. We're going to just breathe in for a couple of minutes and think about, how can I make weight loss this week?
Took some time, but we pointed out that tomorrow isn't here right now, baby. An absent mind came to roam around, captured you in a foggy cloud, baby. Standing on my toes on the edge, I'm ready to go. See it clear when the shadows are lit, I'm ready to go. I'm taking matters into my own hands now. Let's face it, we only got this life to live out. So follow me, I'm ready to go. I'll take the lead, I'm ready to go. Bumps in the road, many obstacles. But when we fall, we get up and go, baby. The way they think is paradoxical. Captured you in a foggy cloud, baby. Standing on my toes on the edge, I'm ready to go. See it clear when the shadows are lit, I'm ready to go. I'm taking matters into my own hands now. Let's face it, we only got this life to live out. So follow me, I'm ready to go. I'll take the lead, I'm ready to go. Ready to go. Ready to go.
Oh my gosh, are you guys ready to go? Are you ready to have like just the most exciting, most wonderful week? Just absolutely just kill it out there. Are you ready? Don't forget, you're not alone on this journey. Reach out for the support from our community, for encouragement, for accountability. Every step of the way, we're here together. We can turn our dreams into reality, and we can create the vibrant, fulfilling lives that we deserve. It's us together, a community, doing it. We're doing it. Yes, it potentially could make your weeks so. I when I have a couple of meal prepped, I don't like to meal prep all my meals, but I do like to do some of them. It does make things just a little bit easier. It really does help a lot. It frees up some time. It's just more organized. It's easier to stick with the plan because, oh, well, it's already made. So it does. I think if you haven't tried it, I do suggest trying it, but don't go hog wild. Like all things, I always say start small. Small changes over time. Try to meal prep 1 or 2 things. And if you really like that, then increase it and do some more until you find that sweet spot for you. It's really just a lot of times people want to meal prep and they want to just go all in and they want to meal prep everything for the whole entire week. And then it's just exhausting or too much, or they find that they didn't want to eat that later in the week or whatever it is. So I always say to start small. I think it's the best method. So that's the thing. Oh, yay, Misty's going to meal prep today. Awesome. I love it. I want to thank you again for joining me on this empowering Saturday morning ritual. Until next time, I want you to stay positive, stay motivated, keep writing, keep exploring, and keep on losing those pounds. Oh, it's going to be a great week again. I think it's going to be a fun adventure. Bye.
Only settle for the best. Live your life with no regrets. Come move your body. Hey, come move your body.